So I became a lawyer because I like the idea of being someone's voice and representing them when they need help.
I thought being a lawyer would allow me to use my abilities to serve my community and affect change. And I was right.
I went to law school because my parents always encouraged me to dream big and told me that the sky was the limit.
I became a lawyer because being from Hollywood, I look for the story behind the action.
I became a lawyer to make a positive impact in my community. I believe that lawyers have a responsibility to be a voice for the voiceless.
As lawyers, we have the ability to make a difference in the courtroom, in the boardroom, and most importantly, to make a difference in the community.
I became a lawyer because I wanted to protect the public's and the media's right to access information, especially about our government.
I love the analysis that went into crafting a legal argument and the quick thinking that was needed to defend that argument before a judge or a jury.
At the time, I had no idea what a lawyer was, but Mr. Silva gave me a big stack of books and I became fascinated.
I was told that if I had this accent, I wasn't going to amount to anything in life. So I decided to prove them wrong.
I want my kids and my grandkids to look back and say that I helped make Miami into one of the great global cities of the world.
Becoming a corporate attorney was critical in my desire to expand my horizon, to influence, to make positive change, and empower others.
I became an attorney because there were people in my life who believed that I couldn't. And second, because I hate to lose.
I chose to be a lawyer so I can continue the long tradition of those before me who fought for and served the most vulnerable in our society.
I knew I wanted to become a prosecutor and eventually a courtroom lawyer who presented important cases to juries in court and who stood up for what is right.
I became a lawyer because I am a dreamer, a term that had not been coined in the 80s when my family immigrated from Guatemala in the pursuit of the American dream.
What keeps me inspired on a daily basis is getting to work with my clients and think creatively about how to effectively defend their claims and achieve the best possible result.
My interest in the legal profession was solidified by the notion that a lawyer has the ability and the skills to effectuate change and progress.
I became an attorney because justice is not a guarantee, but access to justice is an individual right. And as an attorney, I have the tools, the ability, and the honor to safeguard that right.
It became clear to me at a young age that the law is the foundation for all the institutions in our society. The law shaped public policy. It guided how companies operated their business.
My practice could not be further from that of the lawyers whose stories I read and watched as a kid. But what's become clear is that lawyers are society's problem solvers, and I'm proud to be one.
Having proper legal representation could have life-changing consequences. I wanted to help people looking for solutions to their problems navigate the legal system.
Because of my parents' encouragement and support, I was the first in my family to graduate from college, to go on to law school, and to become an attorney.
I became a lawyer because I enjoy working with businesses and entrepreneurs to help them understand issues and risks related to different transactions that they're looking at and help them come up with approaches and alternatives that can help them accomplish them in the best possible conditions.
I was 3 years old, and after a full day of swimming, I returned home excited to watch Care Bears, only to be instructed to wash up and go to bed. Unimpressed with my argument, my father denied my request to extend my bedtime.
My parents came from a country where there was no rule of law. So coming here and being able to practice law in a society that respects law and the rule of law and help those through that process has been the biggest blessing of my life.
My dad was an organizer with the migrant farm worker movement, and my mom was a police officer. And from a very young age, they taught me that I was someone who would have a voice
and there was an expectation that I would use that voice to advocate for other people.
I used to ask my dad, who's a lawyer, "Pop, what do you do?" And he used to tell me that he helps people get money when they can't work anymore. And that made sense to me.